Hello, can you guys hear me now? Chat. Yes, we saw a mirror by Hippo West Side. Alright, I had my mic muted on accident on personal side. Sorry about that, guys. My name is Annoying Rambler. Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer, the fifth race in a row on Speed Gaming. We have Xyrak and Hippo West, both 3 and 2. They've started. They're about 2 minutes in. Hippo West found the mirror in the Uncle Shed. Xyrak finds 50 rupees down in the Thieves' Hideout. But other than that, I don't think we've seen anything worth so far. Ooh, but the 20 rupees each triple, the 80 rupee triple, very nice find for Xyrak.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. It's going to allow him to have just enough rupees that he needs to check that bottle merchant, or perhaps also buy some extra bonds with those 50 rupees that are going to be in the well and in Blind's house.
Yeah, were you also caught off guard by the sudden start? Because I definitely was.
Yeah, I actually had to dive up just for a quick second to go do a thing, and yeah, I apologize for leaving you high and dry here. When I came back, I already saw everybody racing, so yeah, my apologies to my co-commentator here, New York Rambler.
Oh no, don't worry. I had my mic muted on my headset, so yeah, they had the stereo silence for a minute. But half magic down in Blind's hideout. A lot of rupees early on to start the seed off.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I do like to see half magic kind of early.
Yeah, especially if it's followed up by like the fire rod.
Ooh, fire rod or ice rod. I personally like the ice rod.
Well, it's to each their own. If Turtle Rock is required, then definitely you want to find the ice rod early, so you don't have to go looking all over for it.
I mean, the reason why I say ice rod is I just like to freeze the guards and throw them at each other.
We got the hammer and the silver arrows hiding in the well. And yes, we also saw the red boomerang, but friends don't let friends use the red boomerang.
Yeah, this seed vastly different from the one we just saw here on this channel. A lot of things front loaded super early.
But as you just saw, if it's not front loaded early, it tends to be faster, I think, because that last one was done in under an hour and a half. So we never know what's going to happen with this one.
Yeah, we could see some pretty heavy trolls coming up here soon.
Speaking of trolls, I believe, I don't know. I think we're good. So both our runners making their run through Kakariko, going in slightly different directions. Xyrak picking up some bombs. Hippo about to get his silver arrows and hammer. And let's see what the library holds. Library holds just some bombs. Lumberjack did get checked. It wasn't anything worth it. So, speaking of not worth it, Hippo getting a full heart container from the bottle merchant. It's better than paying 500 for it for Zora, so I guess it's kind of okay. The records for these two are both 3 and 2. So the winner is guaranteed a spot in the group stage of the tournament. The loser has to race on Saturday in the Mega Wildcard race.
I mean, you got to feel good going into this race that you at least have the knowledge that there's another race ahead of you. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. You definitely want to get that secure placement, but I still think it's, you know, I'd be happy going up against an opponent at 3-2.
Yeah, there's definitely less pressure at 3-2, but the stakes are just as high, I believe, because you want that lock spot in group stages, I believe. You do not want to risk it in the wildcard race, especially when you see some of the names that are in the wildcard race already. So Hippo going down to the dam. He's going to take out his mirror, and you're going to see him do a little glitch here with the mirror clipping. It makes the blocks just disappear. That's a sank card. We're just gonna try to sync up these streams because Hippo lost out a few early on, but now I think we are about back to sync here.
Yeah, it looks like we got caught up with the restreams.
Yeah, I think Hippo was doing a Snoop Dogg %. His frames are dropping like it's hot. No, nothing. Okay. That's the kind of dry humor you can come from my commentary.
I mean, I like dry humor, but you also got to give Chad a couple of seconds to catch up, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's see, we see Hippo going through the mini Moldarm cave, using the bombs, running a little bit short on it, but the accuracy of these bomb throws, not bad at all.
Bombs taking out the Moldarms in one hit's a really nice, a nice way to take those guys out. Ooh, we got the flute.
I'm liking that. Gives us some really solid, yeah, absolutely. Save and quit out of there. You can activate the flute. You can flute down to 8, and you can progress on that Ice Rod Cave check if you really want to.
So the sprite that Xyrak is using is the Moogle from the Final Fantasy series.
Yes, it is Mog from Final Fantasy VI. Or in the US known as Final Fantasy 3. And have you seen the bunny?
I commentated Xyrak's race last week, and yeah, I saw the bunny, and I was a little confused a little bit because I never played Final Fantasy VI, but I got explained to me, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you also had the opposite of that. If you had the bunny as the original sprite, and then the bunny for that sprite was Mog. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if we do see it, but if we don't see it, or well, chat got there. But...
All right. There's a map check on Hippo's side. I saw a green pendant at Desert. I saw 6 at Eastern, 7 at Hera. And the Swag Ducks are in the chat. We missed out on singing, unfortunately. But if you've heard my commentary before, you know that I either don't sing or sing something completely different. Ooh, the Canis of Maria on the Desert Ledge. Now Hippo's gonna go check Agina's cave.
Looks like Xyrak is. Yeah, I was about to say Xyrak is choosing to save the bombs, and unfortunately, that runs Xyrak into problems. Hippo with a 2-heart lead and grabbing the power glove at Agna's cave.
Grabbing the gloves. There's a joke to be made there somewhere.
Equipping the gloves.
There you go. You're grabbing something that you use to grab rocks. It's like a paradox.
You know there's a cave for that. See, I got dry jokes too.
Yeah. Or maybe that's more accurate. All right,
Yeah,
Hippo's going down to the back of his cave. And find some flippers and the fire rod. There's your early fire rod we were just talking about. Well, I was talking about commentator's blessing right here.
Is there such thing as commentator's blessing?
I mean, when I say let's see an early fire rod, and then we get an early fire rod.
I've only ever been experienced with the cursing. I do like the change of fate though.
Well, when Ice Rod's on the pedestal in this seed, that'll be your commentator's curse because you're talking about the Ice Rod. Although my 3-way race had a Ice Rod on pedestal last week, so maybe not.
Well, me personally, I would never want to wish the pedestal on our racers.
Well, you are a kinder soul than I am, sir.
Takes all kinds.
And 300 rupees from Ice Rod Cave. That gives them almost access to Zora. They're almost there. Now Xyrak's activated, so I can get the song again. I liked how we were all completely silent for that. That was actually really nice. I hope everybody took the rise, put your hand over your heart, and praised our Lord and Savior to Swagda. The shovel on Lake Hylia Island. They'll be able to get to it pretty easily because they already have everything they need to get there. They have the flippers, they have the mirror. They just need to get Darkhold access to the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, but the shovel there, a little bit ominous. Standing items as they go, you kind of want to be able to eliminate the possibility to even need to go over there, such as, rupees. But,
Ooh, hook shot from the hobo.
Yeah, Hippo giving the hobo a little bit of love.
Whoa, hey now. Phrasing. Oh, that was pretty awkward the way Hippo did that. You're right. Wow. Hello. Randomizer at the dark, boys and girls. So now Hippo is gonna go up to Zora. Well, he's gonna hope to find the rupees he needs to get to Zora here.
Yeah, he's gonna need to find more than just 2 red rupees. And trying to farm the Zoras is not really all that well. Nope. Hippo's gonna have to come back here, but I'd imagine he's still gonna check what's on the ledge.
Yeah, might as well just check and see what's going on here. Yeah, that was we missed it, but that was the Moon Pearl in the inside of the waterfall cave. We missed it because of the slight lag, but it was there. So a lot of early items. We already have Darkhold access. We have Moon Pearl Hammer and gloves. We have Hookshot. We have Fire Rod. This is a very generous early seed, so you guys know what that means.
Probably my first move would be after getting through like the hype cave. I would definitely go pick up that shovel.
Well, I was kind of trying to get you to say Poe on pedestal, but same thing. So Hippo went up to Death Mountain. He didn't sequence break to get the old man just yet. And he's gotta be careful down to 2 hearts. These cabbages deal 1 heart, and man, like it has it out for him or something. So the way it went after him. So now Xyrak gonna go back of escape. Nothing inside or on top of Spectacle Rock, but it looks like they're going to go into Hera. They don't have a sword yet, but with what they have, the hammer deals with Moldorm just fine, so they'll probably take care of it.
Yeah, even if Hippo had a sword, even if Hippo had a fighter sword, I definitely would still see a hammer use on there until Hippo reaches the ranks of Tempered Sword or Master Sword.
Yeah, from experience, the hammer, it's a really strong weapon, but it's not exactly the best for a long distance or careful fighting.
Yeah, the hitbox is what makes it a really tough item to use. For anybody that's familiar with swordless seeds, knows that the hammer is really your only option.
Well, that would not be me. I'm not that brave, so...
They're not bad. It's really good to kind of practice through seeds with only having the hammer as your weapon because they made it possible for you to hit Ganon with a hammer, so that way you can progress through the phases. But it's one of those seeds where silvers are one of the highest priorities on your list.
Well, you can't really spin splash Ganon, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can't spin hammer anybody.
Oh yeah, well there you go.
I mean, not to say that it's not possible. It's just really tough.
I mean, silver's a high priority when I play, also.
Yeah.
Noob over here.
Oh, and also definitely want to make sure that everybody knows that you can only hit Ganon with a hammer in a swordless seed. Definitely want to throw that out there. I don't want anybody going into an open seed trying to go hit him with a hammer.
So there's your look at Xyrak's bunny sprite.
Yes,
and,
it's Celeste.
And we've determined that Moldorf's going to have the small key, and the last item's going to be in the basement. So we're going to have a basement hero check. Did Xyrak find a fire rod yet? Yes, he did. Okay. So let's see if we're going to have one of these seeds where the sword trolls them for like a 40-minute period or an hour, or what I believe the record is one race that I called 97 minutes. Here we're gonna see the hammer strats on the Moldorm. And oh, down the middle, that's gonna send them down 2 floors.
Yeah, the middle hole is a well-known problem for a reason. It's a huge setback. For many of you that watch this tournament know that Moldorm's health refills every time you fall down. So if you just even fall off on the outside area, by the time that you come back, he's back to full health.
Yeah, and you gotta keep on fighting him over and over and over again. It takes, I believe, 3 hits with the hammer to take him out?
Correct.
Hippo wishing he had a sword right now, it looks like. But he gets it done. And he's gonna get a small key. Wow, how did I know it was gonna be a small key? Warlock confirmed. Fiesel, these 2 are both 3 and 2. And Xyrak, ooh, much cleaner Moldorm fight takes him out right away. We're gonna head down to the basement. We're gonna have a little cutscene. You didn't realize we didn't take all the cutscenes out. There's still this one. Hippo just barely getting the clip to work. So this works how if you are standing on the down pegs and the pegs come up, you're constantly getting hit, and you have infinite invincibility frames as long as you're there.
Yeah, it's similar to what you see done in Turtle Rock during the Chain Chomp room. But this is a very different. The skip can go bad for you. So if you're a little bit more to the left from where Hippo was standing, you can actually get yourself stuck in between the middle 3 and the corner 1, where you actually need to mirror out.
And then you have to do it all over again.
Yep, it's even worse. We've seen it down in the tournament where they had to save and quit out.
And all they got for that was another just big 20.
Alright, so it looks like we're getting some frame droppage on Hippo's side, so what we're going to do is we're going to work with Xyrak until we can get Hippo back up. So Xyrak doesn't have the hook shot, but can still make his way over to the east side of Death Mountain.
Yeah, you just hammer these pegs and then drop down, probably take Spiral Cave down. Or he's not taking the Spiral Cave yet, he's going to go see what's on the floating island, and I didn't see it. Blue mail. Okay, so a mail upgrade up on the floating island.
You always want to check the floating island before dropping down, just in case you can make that bomb jump. or in case you're trying to like save and quit out. That way you get that full research done in this area and you can back out.
Yeah, and these runners probably won't go get that mail upgrade. They might if they're about to enter Turtle Rock and they don't have blue mail from the other spot just yet. Alright, let's go over back on Hippo side. I think he went down Spiral Cave and went down to here. Spiral Cave is having a heart container. Alright, Hippo entering Paradox Cave. So named because, well, when you look at the 3 entrances in the cave, and you look at the 3 entrances on the overworld, and you realize, what? Just finding rupees so far in Paradox Cave. Let's see what Hippo gets. See heart piece, 10 arrows, some bombs, 300 more rupees, and 10 arrows. So nothing in Paradox Cave. Completely trash. And trash is being nice, I think, because that, yeah, you did not. Ugh. The 300's alright, I guess. It gives you access to Zora. Though they probably had it already. But Hippo looks like he's going to enter the portal, enter the Dark World, and probably head over to the artist formerly known as Hype Cave.
In the meantime, it looks like Xyrak is trying to check out some locations here and check like Hylian Island, and he's going to get the hook shot here very shortly.
Yeah, he's going to probably route Zora into this now, so he'll also get the Moon Pearl while he's up here, most likely. But let's see what Hype Cave has. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can see what Hype Cave has. I didn't see that one. That's 20 rupees. That's the almighty single arrow. That's the piece of heart, and that's 10 more arrows. So
yeah, we just missed what the generous guy had, but for the most part, not looking very good.
Hey, I don't care if that single arrow didn't count in inventory. That was still the single arrow. The chat will go nuts. Xyrak got his hook shot. Now he's heading down. Probably going to take the Whirlpool and go up to Zora, and he'll get his Moon Pearl. And he can actually buy what Zora has, which we didn't see when Hippo went up there.
Yeah, so far to say Hippo's got a little bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, but going to visit Old Stumpy and only getting 1 green rupee from him. And
just a piece of heart.
Yeah, a piece of heart.
I'm excited to see what the dig game has for us today.
Yeah, we shall see. I think the last race we commentated, or I commentated, I think we were sort of shoveled there, which is another paradox that this game has sometimes. But let's see what Hippo finds when he gets over there. Let's see if Zora gives us a life lesson. A love lesson. And just bombs in the digging game. I think, yeah. He tried to mirror it out, but he still, because he was in that area and he had to shovel out. And yeah, so he has to mirror after leaving the screen. He sees that there's nothing at the race game, so it flew away, and let's see where he goes next. Looks like he is going to go to Village of Outcasts, I believe. Alright, we have our check, and 5 is Swamp, and the other pendants are Turtle Rock and Thieves Town. So the bow on pedestal dream's still alive. But the pedestal, the turtle rock being a pendant means either we're gonna be trolled by that. The generous guy actually being generous with the big old 20.
Yeah, so it looks like if Turtle Rock does have something, it's going to be something that our players are going to be making possibly a huge gamble upon. We got a lot of the items necessary for it, but we're still missing Titan's Mitt and Cane of Samaria to really get in there.
Well, at least we know where the Cane of Samaria is.
Right.
So Hippo's going into Skull Woods while Xyrak's going to head over to Swamp Palace. Hippo finds a shield in the first chest in Skull Woods.
You know, I don't blame Xyrak heading into Swamp first thing. You have the hammer, you got the flippers, no sword though, so makes it a little bit difficult to kind of like get around with like some like the enemies, but you can still take care of all the pus with the hammer.
Yeah, the hammer and the hook shot usually really good. Hippo finding the other male upgrade as the other item in Skullwoods. We found both items in Skullwoods already.
Oh wow. Skullwoods didn't really pay off too much then.
Yeah, this gave us a what was the first item again? Oh, the shield. So two ways of defense: the shield and the blue nail.
A defensive Skullwoods. The only reason why they didn't progress through there is they are lacking a sword.
Yeah, they need a sword to cut down the curtains to get to Mothula. Now Xyrak diving into the swamp without the sword, so he's going to rely on his hookshot to take out most of the enemies. I believe the hookshot does kill all the enemies in Swamp Palace. Oh, it doesn't kill Stalfos, but you can stun them with the hookshot and then kill them with the hammer. So Hippo, another freeze frame on Hippo's side. We'll get that all sorted out. So the possible items that could be on the pedestal, other than all the fetch quest stuff, basically, could be the medallion from Meyer, if it's not also Turtle Rock. It could be the bow. And I guess technically it could be a sword if they really need the sword to come out of there.
Ooh, that's pretty mean to put sword on pedestal.
I haven't seen it yet in the days of progressive swords, but it definitely is a possibility.
Yeah, it is not common at all. In order for that to be like one of those really weird things, I mean, it's not going to be their first sword, that's for sure, because you still need a medallion to get into T-Rock. But it could be the next level sword.
Yeah, they could be something like they don't find boots, and they need to find it. Like, if they go check the pedestal, let's say they find the book, and they check the pedestal and they see sword, and they complete all the dungeons, but don't find the Master Sword, they might be forced to pull that. But that's a very slim possibility, I would say.
Yeah. For that to be something, there'd have to be no swords except for the ones in G Tower.
And
Tempered and Butter would be in G Tower.
And that would also require like Turtle Rock, Meyer, and Skull being all crystals, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus you need a sword to enter all three of those, basically, or to complete all three of those. Those are the ones that the sword is 100% required for.
Yeah, but having a sword on the pedestal and making it required is it's really tough. It's a really tough algorithm to try to actually get out there.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's impossible in most scenarios, but because of the way the logic works. But you know, it might be the fastest way in some scenarios.
I mean, if you have to go through Aghanim, and the seed is almost vanilla in a way. It could be one of those things where you have to pull it in order to get through the Aghanim.
But that would mean it's definitely tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think my head's starting to hurt.
That's what I was saying. I was like, it's extremely unlikely that the game will do that to you, but if it can happen in vanilla, it can happen in the randomizer. And there's our first sword in Thieves Town. Hippo finding it.
Oh, now we can draw all that out the window. Yeah, because in the old logic, when it wasn't aggressive items, you could find any sword at the pedestal other than the first one. And I think of one of the races, I saw the Master Sword there, and the text was, "Is this game even randomized?"
Yeah.
Xyrak can't open that chest just yet. The big key's in the back half of Swamp. Well, unless we find 2 swords down here in the basement of Swamp Palace, we can pretty much confirm that we're going to see the menu percent on Argus, where you hookshot the puff and then switch to hammer it down. There's the big key. Will Xyrak go back to open the big chest now? Doesn't look like it. I don't think he found the map just yet, so he's hoping that maybe deduce that the map is in the big chest. And there's Quake. There's one of the medallions you might need for Misery Mire.
Yeah, hopefully Argus here has an item for him.
Yeah, if Argus has an item, he doesn't have to come back for the big chest. What happened to Hippo? He's just having some internet issues, I believe. He's having some frame droppage on his end. But as far as we know, he's still racing. This is something that happened to me before. It's happened a few other times. So Xyrak trying to pull 2 and hammer them both at the same time, and that's a little difficult.
Yeah, you can pull 2 and fire rod him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought you needed a sword or a hammer. Yeah, it is the menu percent. I have used this a few times, but usually I come here with fighter sword, not no sword.
Yeah, this is definitely a strategy with a fighter sword. Master sword, it's just 2 slashes.
Oh, what? So Hippo's in Mire, so he must have found a Titansmith somewhere.
Ooh. Okay, so let's see. Let's think where he went. He went to
he went to Thieves Town.
Yeah, so probably Titansmith's at Thieves Town or Titansmith. Let's see, it's not the green pennant, so yeah, it's got to be behind blind.
Or in like the big, or maybe vanilla, big chest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait. We saw the tracker updated for Thieves Town. I don't think he went through it.
Well, let's see when he brings the menu up again.
Yeah.
Boots required for Desert Palace. Desert Palace is a green pendant though, so it's not like required for the seed.
Hopefully we'll see small key here, or was the small key on the ledge? Okay, yeah.
Small key's on the ledge.
Okay, so he's gotta get out of here.
Or Sequence Break, but I think he's just gonna get out of here. Let's see if we can see. I don't know if he defeated Thieves Town. He might have like found all the items he needed and then just said, "All right, I'm out of here."
Yeah, we'll see an item change here soon. Because he has a flute, so he's gonna check this and he's gonna flute, so we'll be able to see if he got that pendant, and if he did, then we know that Thieves Town was defeated. If not, Titansmith could be vanilla, or it could be in what is it? Okay, yeah,
chest. I don't know where the small key was, but he just did it again. I didn't see it.
Yeah, so he doesn't have the pendant, so he didn't defeat blind.
Okay.
So Titansmith is in Thieves Town. Could be vanilla location, but yeah, he bailed out.
And there was the item in the big chest, however, it was only 300 rupees. And now Hippo's going to make the same play into Swamp Palace. Well, Xyrak's going to go, I think he's going to get a shovel. He wants to put that out of his mind right now, get it, check it, not have to worry about it first game. See, it's always unfortunate when you see like the internet problems, the frame droppage, but it's always fun when they come back and you try to see what they have. Like, you see them in Mire, and you're like, oh wow, he must have gotten the Titans, but since the only week in the Mire.
Oh yeah, it's always super crazy. I mean, it kind of does suck whenever we do have some frame droppage, but luckily we have Xyrak to maintain our stream of like where they're going, what the item locations are. I think probably the most surprising one was somebody was down for, I think it was like 20 minutes, and we only had one racer. And when they came back, we had to basically resync their stream.
You were commentating, and I was tracking that race. I was tracking that guy.
Yeah, it was. He was like 15 minutes behind, and when they refreshed it, he was like in G Tower, had all the items, and was like on the way to victory, and like chat exploded.
Yeah. So I remember that race because what I remember doing was Xyrak's gonna refill his bank pass. He only has 15 though, it's not a lot. What I remember for that race was that he was happy. I forgot who it was, but he was having that problem with the frames. I opened up his direct stream, and it was like ahead of everyone else's, like on par with everyone else's, and I was just tracking on that, but I couldn't track on the tracker. It was really weird, but yeah.
It's a good one though.
I remember I was dropping frames one of my matches where Flute was on the pedestal, and the commentators are like, "Wait, he's in Mire. He must have pulled the pedestal."
I'm actually kind of sad. With as many racers as we've lost, and in like this pool stages going on towards like the wild card one, we're not gonna have we're gonna have a lot of like really good races, but we're effectively cutting all of our contenders in less than half.
I believe so, yeah. However, you also have the secondary tournament going on over on Randomizer Mania. I was a part of that, but unfortunately, not anymore. But they're going down to bracket stage. The top 60 moved on, and they're going to have best 2 out of 3 bracket stage, which is a lot of matches when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
So even if like we're losing out a little bit here on speed gaming, there's still plenty of like the match randomizer actually going on. And you have 40 move on, I believe, after the massive tie break happens. So let's see what Xyrak's next play is. We know it should be Thieves Town, it just might be, because he's heading that way, it looks like. So we're at the 40-minute mark, and Xyrak still does not have a sword, although once he goes to Thieves Town, he will find one in there. Hippo checking the Swamp Palace now, and what we know is that Swamp Palace didn't really have anything, I don't think. That Quake, that's about it. Xyrak, heading into Village of Outcasts, see what's going on out there, and probably head to Thieves Town. Even though Thieves Town is a pendant, you definitely want to check it no matter what it is, because it's pretty easy to get through as long as you dodge the enemies. So after the fast start, we've come down to a slow, not exactly a super slow one, because, well, we know Thieves Town's going to pay off for these runners.
Oh yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of dungeons to get through, and we still have a lot of items to find. So like, while it was front loaded, as you predicted, you know, the troll is starting to set in, and it's going to come down to dungeons and gambling.
Yeah, we still need to find the boots. The boots, I mean, if there's something in Swamp in a Desert Palace, you'll need the boots. If the big key is on the torch in Ganis Tower, you'll need the boots, but that's about it. And we still definitely need a bow. We still definitely need, logically, the lamp.
Yeah.
And we don't know what medallion Meyer was. Oh, there was the Titan in that chest.
Oh wow. So it was super early.
Hippo going back to open the big chest right away. Finds the 300 rupees. So both our runners going through dungeons the other one's gone through, which is kind of an awkward moment when we go through Randomizer when we watch these matches. Although it is the first time we're seeing Thieves Town.
All right, let's see what how Hippo deals with Argus here. More than likely, it's going to be the same exact that Xyrak did.
Yeah, here's the thing with the fighter sword. Slashes do not deal damage to the puffs, and you need 2 spin slashes to kill them. So switch to the hammer is still the fastest strategy, even with the sword.
Yeah, this is definitely a rip menu time kind of a seed.
Yep, like I said, menu percent.
Ooh, missing that hammer.
And when you see that, if you're a new runner and you see this going on, you realize it looks a little tough, but I can tell you from experience, it's not as hard as it looks.
Oh yeah, the hammer Argus fight is really not bad. As long as you're not trying to hammer them up, you're pretty much good to go. Hammer left, right, and down have a lot of leeway. What?
Yeah, you were it sounded like robot, and I'm pretty sure chat's gonna respond to that in a couple seconds.
I apologize. Let me see if there's anything I can do.
I just refreshed also just to make sure, because you never know. Hippo taking out Argus, getting his crystal. So that's 2 crystals for both our runners. Oh, it's not to find a chat now, so something must have happened on my end.
Oh, okie dokie.
Do I sound like a robot to you?
Please, do not sound like a robot to the races.
I was hoping you would do that. The Microsoft Nitties. So it looks like Hippo's gonna make the Ice Palace play.
Yo, I love this. I love this Ice Palace play from Hippo.
Hello, yes, I am a robot.
Don't worry. It's it gets old really quick, so I don't do it as much.
I mean, that might be your thing. You never know.
Please no. Although in
random
hindsight
viewers-
in hindsight of things that I could be known for, that's not so bad.
So Xyrak's going to go and kill blind because, hey, you never know. Pedestal might be required.
Yeah, it's not bad. Hippo's going to be able to complete this dungeon. Half magic, fire rod. He's going to have to rely almost exclusively on that fire rod to defeat Cold Stare.
Yeah, the fighter sword doesn't deal any damage to Cold Stare unless you spin slash. Even then, it's
Yeah, the only thing is the spin, and having to do a great many spins to Cold Stare with the fighter sword is just it's not something you want to do.
I don't even like fighting Cold Stare with the Master Sword, let alone fighter sword.
Yeah, I mean Hippo does have the hammer, so in the event that he runs out of magic, can still defeat Cold Stare fairly easily. But like we talked about, hammer doesn't do, or hammer doesn't have a good hitbox.
Please use the word easily in air quotes there.
Sorry.
Easily.
Yeah, it is true. I have done a low percent run, and the hammer is it's the optimal way to fight that boss after like a nice good sword spin setup. But yeah, easily is in air quotes.
So people may be wondering, Hippo did not do the bomb jump, and there's a very good reason for that. When you have the Cane of Samaria, you don't really need to clear the dungeon the vanilla way. So if you're going to full clear the dungeon anyway, and you have the Cane of Samaria, you could avoid using the bomb jump and still clear the dungeon relatively quickly. Whereas you could also run the Xyrak's in if he had the Cane of Samaria, you could clear it a lot faster, but he doesn't have it yet. He does know where it is, though.
The cave is on the ledge outside of desert.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Xyrak saw it. He just hasn't gone there just yet.
Yeah, I mean, Xyrak's got the sword. He's aiming towards Skullwoods. He's also hunting for crystals.
He's probably just here because he does the Thieves Town, and it's in the routing, basically. So he's just going to clear it while he's here.
Yeah.
He'll probably make the play to pick the cane up and check the mire area after this is all done.
Yeah, because I think what he's going to do is he's going to head over to Mire, check to see what kind of a medallion it requires, and then make that play with the mirror into desert, which is a faster way to do it. You're able to mirror in at that location right at the far left side, and then you can get yourself that's right. You need boots. No, wait, no, they don't. Yeah, they do.
They need boots to check, but they can still logic break if they want to.
Yeah.
Run into the back half of desert, grab a key, and then go check the right side.
Right, but it doesn't omit them from getting the cane. Is essentially the point that I'm trying to get to. I was kind of like in my head combining the mire check with completion of desert, but mixing up the last seed that I commentating in this one with desert being a crystal.
Yeah, sometimes the downsides of working back-to-back races, they kind of blend together. So Xyrak going to take the fighter sword out to try to take care of Mokula. The fighter sword, I think you need to do 16 slashes or 8 spins. Does that sound right?
Yeah, he's got it sucks with the sword though when you try to spin. You have so many of these little spikes going out, and as you see, every time he dinks that he doesn't have the boots to kind of recover the sword spin.
Yeah,
but yeah, he performed very well. Not an easy fight to do with the fighter sword, not at all.
He got a couple shots in with the fire rod, but still, definitely a really good fight by Xyrak. Let's give him a few clappers in the chat for that. That's a clap, by the way. You see that? Yeah, Hippo.
Yeah, Hippo's just having a little bit of frame droppage.
Unfortunately, this time it was in a screen transition. He's going down the stairs or up the stairs.
I mean, the good news is that we can kind of look at what Hippo's got. He's got 1,317 rupees, 22 bombs, and 50 air.
2 keys, 7.5 out of 10 hearts, about 90% of half magic.
Yeah, he's in a good position wherever he's going.
He is an Ice Palace fighter, so after all, though. So.
Oh yeah.
So Xyrak, he still hasn't found the last item in Skullwood, so he's gonna go grab it now. It's gonna be the shield, and he's not gonna be too happy with himself.
Yeah, he's put a lot of effort into getting this dungeon completed, and he's just gonna get a shield out of it.
You're laughing at the comment in chat also?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, mirroring doesn't work too well when you drop into Skullwoods, Xyrak. I want to see like Hippo comes back. Oh, well, I think we're refreshing the stream. There we go. It's on a. All right. I think he defeated Ice Palace. Yeah, he defeated Ice Palace, but the items are still the same. All right, we're synced up now. Yeah, the items are the same, but he has completed Ice Palace. Ice Palace was crystal number 1. So Hip probably gonna do Dark Death Mountain at this point. Xyrak's gonna check North Dark World. He's gonna go to the Graveyard Ledge. He didn't pick that up. He has the Talismans, doesn't he? Oh, we got the cape. Oh, the cape might have been in Ice Palace. Not really necessary, but it does give you access to like Spike Cave. Xyrak finding Bombos on the Graveyard Ledge. Xyrak's now heading over to the Mario area. He's going to get himself the Key of Samaria and check the rest of over here. And let's see what medallion you need from Meyer. You need Bombos, which luckily Xyrak just got. You gotta just hope that Hippo makes his way over to the Graveyard Ledge to find it.
Yeah, you gotta love that that needing that medallion and then getting that medallion so close together.
I believe that was Quake over at Turtle Rock. It was Ether, okay. It went really fast. So that's the one that don't have, but Turtle Rock is a pendant.
Yeah, Meyer requires Ether or Bombos. Either Quake or Bombos. That's what it was.
It's either Quake or Bombos. You gotta say like Ether,
that's
Quake,
yeah.
or Bombos. That's one of the blind puns.
Yeah, I remember that one so fondly because when that was added into the randomizer, I'm sure I've told this story before. I thought of it as like a clairvoyance kind of a thing, and because I misread it, because I was still used to like Uncle saying like, Death Mountain has boots, and as he leaves, and you're just like, what? Uncle told me where boots were. So I thought of it as like, oh, that means that Myers required, and I lost a race by 20 minutes because I went to Meyer and I was like, because Blind told me.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, in standard mode, the uncle, there's like a 5 or 10% chance that he'll tell you where the boots are.
Yeah, it's not in standard anymore. I think he makes a comment somewhere around the lines like, they're in Light World, but he doesn't tell you no longer where they are.
Okay. Well, it might be like Light World. It might be similar to when Ganon tells you Silver Arrows. Anyway, Hippo did go out of his way to get the red mail, so he's gonna have that added defense. And now with the cape, he's gonna go check Spike Cave. Ooh, the bow is in Meyer! The bow in the first chest in Meyer. Wow.
That's nuts. I mean, not gonna lie, I've seen Meyer pay out very well in these tournament race seeds.
So you need to get the bombos from behind Graveyard Ledge to get the bow in Meyer before you can go to like Eastern or Pod. That is crazy. So Xyrak, I believe, if he knows Dark Rooms, he's in go mode. With that, oh, he needs a sword. He needs a sword upgrade. But yeah, he has everything else he needs to beat the game. If he is confident with the Dark Rooms. So logically, he needs Lamp, and he definitely needs a level 2 or better sword. But other than that, he is in go mode. This dark room is one of the reasons why I try to find the lamp at all costs, by the way. Because this is very difficult. The fireball shooting at you, and he is going to mirror out. He's going to look for the lamp, I think. And I don't blame him one bit, actually. He knows the lamp's going to be somewhere relatively nearby, because logically you're going to need it to beat all the dungeons you need to beat, the last 3 dungeons. Well, minus Ice Palace, which I think that was going to go refill his hearts. And let's see what his play is. It might be Ice Palace at this point, to be fair. Yeah, that's exactly where he's going. Hippo bringing the blacksmith back, whereas my pal, who just commentated the last 2 races, Vatasia would call him Jeremiah. And just 20 rupees. So, when you talk about life lessons in this game, that's one of the life lessons that usually pays off. You pay 10 rupees to get that, and you get 20. So, yeah, you double your money. Congratulations. Hippo's going to grab the purple chest, going to flute over to 7, and take it over to the retired thief. That's actually what his title is, I believe. Ooh, the Master Sword's over there! So, if Xyrak does the purple chest side game and finds a lamp, then he'll be ready. Hippo, meanwhile, is gonna head. He's gonna head to Zora. He didn't have the rupees to buy the Zora item earlier, so he's gonna go there now. So if Xyrak is he's gonna try to defeat this game with if he's gonna look for the lamp, which is probably his play right now. It might be in like Turtle Rock.
Yeah, it's true. Could be.
It can't be on a pedestal because you need the lamp to defeat Turtle Rock, but it can definitely be in Turtle Rock. Xyrak, unsure about doing the bomb jump or not. Looks like he's going to go for it, though. Xyrak gets the bomb jump on the second try. No, these runners have not gone into pod yet. I don't think they've even gone into Eastern yet either.
I really don't think I've seen the Eastern of the pod. I know for a fact I haven't seen pod, but yeah, I know that we haven't seen Eastern at all.
If Xyrak doesn't find a sword before getting into GT, we might see the Ganon's Tower big chest get opened. Have you ever seen that yet in a randomizer run?
I've only seen it done like after somebody's won, they've kind of done it because that's my favorite chest, man. It never gets checked, and like even in no major glitches, man, it gets no love because nobody really picks up, or at least the people that I race against never pick up red mail anymore.
So the run that I was telling you about earlier, the 97-minute first sword run, they didn't have second sword at that point, so they opened that chest looking for the sword.
Oh wow!
They ended up finding it, I think. They checked it before they checked right side. I think they found it right side, and then they found a third sword upstairs. But yeah, that's the only time I've seen it open in randomizer. Was that one race? There's the ice rod behind Sashula.
Ooh.
Then the cape was behind Cold Stare, so we knew the cape was somewhere in Ice Palace, and it was behind Cold Stare.
This is really weird. This is a late Sahashala check, and for something like this to come up and it's Ice Rod. I mean, they could have had this much sooner. Hippo, when he was up in Death Mountain, could have had the means to, without the, sorry, I forgot about the ether, but, had ether been there, could have been that moment when, did we make that TR check?
Alright, so both players are going to head into pod, it looks like. Now, we know Hippo's not going to be able to do much here without the bow. Xyrak does have the bow, but can he do the dark rooms if he doesn't find the lamp?
Alright, both of our racers are going to be inside Palace of Darkness simultaneously. So they're both likely to make that Palace of Darkness, Eastern Palace play.
Well, the only problem is Hippo can't complete either dungeon because he needs to get the bow out of Mire, which he can't get into until he gets the Bombos from the Graveyard Lich.
Yeah, it is most unfortunate.
Yeah, Xyrak having the Fire Rod means you can light the torches in the rooms that might give you trouble inside of Pod and Eastern. So he's more likely to complete these dungeons without lamp than, say, Feet. So Hippo realizes his bow locked, now he's going to go into Eastern. The seed is going pretty well for Xyrak. He needs just a sword upgrade and a lamp to get go mode. So Xyrak's going to do Eastern first. I mean, it might make sense because it's easier dark rooms, especially the back room, which is usually tougher. But when you have the fire rod, you light the torches, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah, just a slash and then a fire rod shot straight down the center gets you the light, or there's also two torches on the side of it, so Xyrak's going to have not a lot of problems with this dungeon, especially if there is a big key coming up soon.
And so to those in chat asking if he needs a lamp, he tried doing the dark room in Mire and left, so he might need the lamp. Or he might just come back when he has a better sword, because we know he needs a better sword for go mode anyway. So he might go back when he has more hearts. Maybe he'll grab the red mail on top of Floating Island first. We'll see what he does. But I'm pretty sure he wants to find the lamp. just to be 100% sure. Yes, you need at least Master Sword to defeat Ganon. Fighter Sword does absolutely nothing to him. Master Sword, you need to do spin slashes.
Now I feel like I might have missed this, but did Xyrak already dig up the shovel location?
Yes, both players did the shovels. Easy, right?
Okay, it just confused me because I didn't see the shovel checked on Hippo.
Okay. Oh. Hippo might not have gotten it, but I definitely saw Xyrak open it. But yeah, Hippo might not have gotten it yet.
We're getting two different paths on this.
Xyrak not using the fire rod, does he? He must not realize that he can use the fire rod in this room. But he got the key anyway. Yeah, if you like what you see from these guys, you can go over and give them a follow over on Twitch. They're both really good runners. They're both going to be at least moving on to the wildcard round on Saturday. The winner moves on to the group stages automatically. The loser races the wildcard race on Saturday. So Hippo realizing, yep, he's bow blocked out of here too. He knows the bow's somewhere. He doesn't know quite where yet. So Xyrak skipped doing the left side. So he's... Oh, Master Sword is at Ormos!
That means that Tempered Sword is going to be found soon for Xyrak. Because Hippo found Master Sword not too far behind.
Well, Hippo found Master Sword at Gary's lunchbox.
Yeah.
Xyrak might not make that play now because he knows if he can complete the Mire Dark Room, he has go mode. We're pretty sure he'll be able to do the Pod Dark Rooms.
Now, we could see a lamp here.
Yeah, lamp could be in Pod. But I think if lamp's not in Pod, then it's probably going to be somewhere deep in Turtle Rock, my guess would be.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it there before.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it can't be too deep because it needs to get to the laser bridge, but yeah, it could be pretty deep. Ether, we have not found yet, and we do need Ether for Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is a pendant, so it's not required. That's why... Well, he has the extra anyway. I was about to say, you didn't need the extra for go mode, but he doesn't. He has the extra anyway. So Hippo gonna go check what's on the pyramid ledge. So he's just looking for the bow and Bob. There's Ether.
Wow.
Pod.
So Ether and Pod. Now, I don't know if Hippo went that far, but if Hippo has Ether...
He does not. He did not. He checked...
Okay, good.
He didn't go that far in Pod because he knows the logic of the current logic where the bow can't be in any of those chests. Under the new logic, the bow can be in those chests. That's one of the major changes coming in V27, which should be out next week, I believe. They said it'll be ready in time for group stages of the main tournament and for the bracket of the secondary. So, right, a couple more chests left for a lamp to be. This could be, I think, the last one logically in Pod. But no, it's not a small key. Alright, so he's gonna go downstairs. He's not gonna find the lamp down here, we know that. They're the boots. Boots in the basement of Pod. And I don't know what that was. Probably just a upgrade of some sort. Xyrak going to navigate the dark maze. This one, if you know what you're doing, it's relatively easy. It's definitely easier than the Mire room, and it's definitely easier than the last room down here in Pod. But if you don't know what you're doing, like what I tried to do in my last race, yeah, it could be a little troublesome.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted that entire time. I'm sitting there talking, and I was like, dang, why is this guy talking over me? But no, it's like I spaced on that. Where did Xyrak find the bombos? Was it also in Pod?
Xyrak found bombos. Hippo's about to find it, actually.
Okay, it's up here. Gotcha.
Yeah. And this is gonna be what he needs to continue going on. This will lead him to Mire, and Mire will lead him to the bow.
No, chat. He's not rude. I am rude because I didn't notice that my.
Gee, thanks, Denise.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, my friend.
I would do a Conor McGregor impression here, but this is a G-rated stream, or PG sometimes. So I will not do my Conor McGregor impression.
Right. Wow, this is weird. Okay, so Hippo's diving straight into Mire.
Yeah, he's already checked this area. He knew he needed bombos to open Mire, so he knows the bow pretty much has to be here.
Well, how are you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, the chat pretty much sums it all up, I believe. Gee,
No
thanks,
worries.
Feasel.
Yeah, he's just restarting it. So in the meantime, let's just do a little bit of promotion for this tournament.
The system is down. The system is down. I think it's only fitting because, I mean, Hippo is one of the many Trogdor avatars, so...
Yeah, but we have races
Stream
going
needs a
on.
lamp. Someone find a lamp for us. Help us.
Yeah, we have
Light the
races
torch.
on Speed Gaming 1, 2, 3, and I think we're up to 4 now. We also have the secondary tournament going on the Randomizer Mania channel. So if you're ever without a need for a randomizer, check out any one of those 7 streams, and yeah, you'll have your craving for randomizer fulfilled.
Yeah, we have 8 streams, by the way. But, yeah, interesting.
8? Okay.
Yeah, 4 in each. 4 Randomizer Mania, 4 Speed Gaming. Yeah, Feasel, maybe running the stream straight for 12 hours wasn't the smartest idea. I think it's actually a lot more than 12 hours.
I mean, he's trying, man. He's this guy's a god.
He really
He's a
is.
streaming god.
Still having some slight technical difficulties. We got a nice view of Xyrak opening the back half of the pod. Meanwhile, Hippo is going to try the dark rooms down in Wizard Mire. And yeah, we're double dark room action. So no, the stream's not black this time. This is actually live.
Yeah, we're good.
There we go. All right. All hail our Lord and Savior Feasel. Yes, Hippo got the bow. He definitely got the bow. There it is. Look, it's the bow.
Yeah, if you're wondering, if you ever had this thought to yourself, man, how can I support the guy that helps bring all these races to us? The best way I can say is subscriptions. Subscriptions is the best way for you to do that. Not only does it help the stream maintain, but also you can participate in the G Tower betting game. Alternatively, you can give 250 bits to Speed Gaming, the main channel, or across any of the other Speed Gaming channels, and you'll be able to participate in that game as well. We got a leaderboard, we got a lot of fun things going on for you, as well as such amazing races.
Xyrak navigating the Dark Crimson Pod. Now he's going to go take out Helmasaur King and show us how the silver arrows are the most broken item in the game. Hippo, he did in fact navigate that dark room. So Hippo, after he found that bow, he is in go mode as well. Again, go mode unofficially, but if these guys know their dark rooms, it looks like they do, they're not going to need the lamp. So now Xyrak, he has his 2 crystals over here. Now he's going to probably try Mire one more time to try to navigate the dark room and finish it off. And then we can start our GT Big Key game. And we might end up seeing... Where was the other sword? Oh, I don't know if Hippo's going to find the tempered sword where Xyrak found his master.
No. I
Oh,
mean,
no, he will. He will because it's Armos.
Yeah, Hippo's going to have tempered sword, Xyrak's going to have master sword, so this could actually play a major difference in it. Xyrak with... what, 3 crystal lead right now?
2 crystals, I believe.
2 crystals.
Yes, because
no, Hippo still needs to do pod.
6-4 right now. Xyrak has 6, Hippo has 4.
Oh, okay, sorry, I missed Meyer. So yeah, 2 crystal lead. So tempered sword could play a big difference depending on how well Xyrak can execute. And master sword Ganon. I mean, they both have silver arrows, so we'll see.
But
we shall see.
There is a large difference between master sword and tempered sword, even when you have silvers. Because you're going to need spin slashes if you have the master sword, whereas Hippo will just be able to regular slash away with the tempered. And neither of these runners have a bottle for safety. They're low on health. Xyrak didn't get the red mail yet, so there's a lot of factors. That'll be an interesting play when we get to Ganon's Tower if Xyrak grabs the red mail from the floating island.
Xyrak almost there.
Xyrak definitely. Yeah, this is the. All he has to do is get that one.
This is the hardest dark room.
I think he got it though. Yeah, he's drew that one. Now he has to just bomb up here, hit the crystal switch. Again, no powder, so he's not gonna have any safeties. This is gonna be tough.
It's all about how you use that cape. How about use that cape and how accurate you are with those arrows. Ooh, watch out! No!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, if you're a Hippo fan, you that was a huge boon for you guys. But yeah, Xyrak taking an unfortunate death in there, and now he has to go through that dark room all over again.
Yeah, unfortunately, he ran right into that fireball.
So you can tell that with those dark rooms in particular, Xyrak's having a little trouble with them.
Mire is it's mainly the most difficult only because of the amount of things that hit you do not get mitigated from your blue or red mail.
Yeah.
So even those fireballs, those spikes, they're all doing 1 heart no matter what.
Yeah, I'm sure that Xyrak, even he would kill for even the fire shield at this point, which Hippo does have, in fact. Hippo gonna try to use the fire rod to light up the torches in the turtle room, and he gets it finally. This is probably the toughest room in Pod, especially but if having a fire rod helps a lot. Alright, Xyrak gonna try these dark rooms one more time. He got the thing up. You got the pod up. He's looking for the Samaria block. And this looks hard to do. Trying to dodge those fireballs in the dark. Wow, this is crazy. Hippo taking care of Helmsar King.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Xyrak had it for a second there. Oh, I think he just found it. He's looking for where to put it.
Yeah, he's the best way to do this one is you put down the block like he's doing, and then it's gonna take another death warp here. You just pick it up and then you find out where it is, and then you go straight down to the wall and then just really quick throw it up, and you have a chance of it landing on it and allowing you to get through. But yeah, this dark room is really giving Xyrak a hard time, allowing Hippo to catch up.
Yeah, Hippo, the two dungeons he has left are very fast. He has to do Eastern and Skullwoods.
Yeah, and not just that, but Hippo is going to have the advantage of having the Tempered Sword, so yeah, probably the biggest advantage in having an upgrade is Master Sword to Tempered.
Definitely, most definitely, because having the difference between spin slashes and regular slashes is huge in the Ganon fight. Yeah, Xyrak's killing extra enemies. He wants to go in there as many hearts as possible. Ooh, Hippo did not. Yeah, Hippo didn't find the boots. That was what was in the dark room. So Hippo didn't get those from Pod. So that's another. That's another thing that swings back to Xyrak's side.
Oh, seems Hippo knows about the torches here.
Yeah.
That's where extra knowledge comes in hand.
Yeah, that's. Oh, he almost had it.
Yeah.
He got it this
time.
time.
There he goes. He got it this time.
It's going to this room with 6 hearts. This is a good amount.
Yeah, this one's easy. The next one's easy. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to hit the switch.
True. So he just has to navigate his way through the mini maze here.
Yep, the hole's already blown, so he just gets to walk on up.
Okay, so this is a lot easier now. So he should be fine from here on out.
Yeah, he's definitely fine. He's in a much better position. He's got more health. He's still got a lot of health or magic left. So if he runs into trouble, he's got enough magic to get him out of it, and he's got way more than enough silver arrows to get him through these fights.
Yeah, the silver arrow is gonna easily take care of Ventress.
Got to be careful of that bunny beam. Don't want to turn into Celeste.
Hippo getting the tempered sword, so there's your advantage for him. So he's gonna flew on over to Skullwoods.
Oh yeah, Skullwoods with the tempered sword is going to be really quick. I think Hippo is going to be about a minute behind Xyrak on the G Tower ascent here.
It'll definitely be very close. I know that. So Xyrak's going to finish with Ventress. If anyone in chat has the power of being able to activate the Ganon's Tower key command, do it now so we can get it started.
Yeah, I think Dude does. Yep, Dude's got it.
Thank you, Tracker. Shouts to the dude.
Although I think any of the commentators also have we're like whitelisted on there.
Oh,
so we can type in stop right when they get in.
Okay. I did not know I had the power.
Got to have the power.
I have the power. This young boy has the power. If you like obscure references from Simpsons,
I didn't get the reference. I got the first reference, the He-Man, but I didn't get the following one.
yeah, that was a very obscure Simpsons reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was there's a page on Facebook that has like a ton of likes. That's a Simpsons page that I started. So you guys are getting your guesses, and you guys already know. I'll mention it in case you didn't know. We're going up to Ganon's Tower. In the basement, there's 22 chests where the big key can possibly be. So you're just guessing where you think the big key will be found, which numbered chest that Xyrak is going to open. So Xyrak is going to check these chests along the way. He's probably looking for Tempered. He's not going to find it in these places. The big question is, will he go get the red mail? And he's definitely going to go to Hookshot Cave. Let's see if he goes to the red mail, though. Meanwhile, Hippo quickly getting rid of Mothra.
Yeah, Hippo's not gonna waste time with checking into this stuff. Hippo's gonna go straight up, gonna go to the Turtle Rock Warp Station, and is gonna go straight to G Tower.
Well, Hippo checked all this already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's we got that advantage. Well, Hippo's got that advantage, and plus the Tempered Sword might have more health. Yeah, it's gonna have more health going in here.
So here we go. This is gonna be Xyrak has about a minute lead, but he's down a mail, he's down a sword, and he's down 2 hearts. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, not just down 2 hearts, but also took 5 hearts of damage getting here. So
Hey, I did have the power to stop, but look at that.
you stopped the power.
I stopped the power. And for those in chat that thought that was the Max Power episode of The Simpsons, no, that was actually the episode where Bart becomes basically like a TV evangelist. Mirror Shield, first chest. Small key in second chest, and that is a sign that most runners do this now. They go straight right side once they find that small key.
Down the mail.
Oh my lord. Phrasing. I'll call it on myself, I guess.
Xyrak taking the right side early.
Yeah, when you find a small key on the right side, you tend to go right more often than not. At least that's what most runners do nowadays.
I also think that he's probably going right side because 2 deaths in Mire, you gotta feel like you're a little bit behind.
Yeah, probably. The Lilies, you know that Hippo did a little bit more overworld routing. And that's the only difference right now. Chest 3, a big 20. Oh, sorry, yeah, chest 4, piece of heart. 5, compass. 6, big key 6. How do we do that again?
I think it's big key 6.
Alright, fluffy mittens. And Fluffy Mittens leading the leaderboard with 5 correct guesses. Look at that.
Wow, both the people up at 5 have underscores. So if that lets you know anything, underscores have a lot of power here.
All right, I'm changing my name to NY_Rambler. So Xyrak going up.
Yeah,
Hippo's
in
not
a
gonna
lot of trouble though. Needs to be careful in these next couple of rooms before he gets to the safety room.
Yeah. This room, once he gets by this room, he should be good. He'll go to the safety room, get 2 fairies, refill his hearts, and then take on the gauntlet from there.
Oh!
Well, down to 2, but...
Yep, if he gets hit by a cannonball and falls, it's all over.
Ooh, we don't want to see that.
Careful.
He's gonna walk the rest of the way, yeah. And he's definitely gonna take the safety here, obviously. Oh, he missed the first time. No.
Yeah, I was actually afraid that he was going to run into the explosion. It would have put 1 heart on him, and once again, if he would have fell, that could have been super bad. Oh, I was nervous. I was really nervous for him right there.
Yeah, Hippo's about to get... Hippo got his 15th heart piece, so 3 heart difference between the two.
Yep. Hippo getting the small key, about to mirror out, and yeah, well, I think we're looking at like, what, a 4-room? 5-room?
A little bit more than that, but it's about a minute, I would say.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's and with as much work as Xyrak has to do with the Master Sword Ganon, this could be a big comeback for Hippo.
And this is gonna be a very exciting finish, guys. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Yeah, hold on to your butts. This is a close race.
If I was the Shades, I'd be yelling a lot louder right now. I can't get quite as hype as he can, but I'm trying.
If you're gonna yell, please have a compressor on your mic.
Remember, guys, the winner of this game is guaranteed a spot into the next round. The loser has to play the massively large wildcard race on Saturday.
Yeah, Xyrak is definitely playing a little bit nervous. Those 2 fails and Meyer are they can get to anybody. Like deaths where you don't want them to be, especially when you feel like you're behind. I know, like whenever I'm in G Tower, even on like a regular run of this game, I always feel nervous. It's a tough dungeon, really hard to do efficiently.
I remember he ran a magic. That's gonna be close.
Yeah, he's got that one.
So another difference between the two: Hippo does not have boots. Remember, he go moded pod once he found a big key, and he didn't check where the boots were. Boots were in the dark room basement. So that's why his ascent up GT is a little slower, even though he has better weapons than Xyrak. Xyrak's gonna open these last 2 chests. I'm assuming look for a sort of raid. He's not gonna bother with the right one. He doesn't want to waste too much time. So he'll probably open these last 2 chests in the next 2 rooms, including the validation chest.
Oh no! Alright, gonna get a 2-cycle Lambo.
Alright, here Xyrak going into Troll Dorm. Oh, be careful. Whoa, it's close. Oh, he's going to deal with the fast Moldorm, but he got it.
Getting awfully close to that ledge.
Chat says the difference is about 1:37 after the times that they left Moldorm 2, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
Not Moldorm 2, I meant Landmols 2. So yeah, this is that could easily be made up with the difference in Temperate versus Master for the Ganon fight. So hold on to your hats, guys. Here comes Aga 2. Boots were in the basement of Pod, the dark rooms, the rooms where the rupees are.
So far, just 2 hits, if I'm counting correctly.
1-1.
There's a double right there, so that's 4. 2 more hits left.
Well, I don't know if that counts as doubles. The 2 hit him at the same time.
Yep, it counted.
There you go. Yep.
So one of the ones that I thought was a single counted as a double because it must have been like a 2-1-2-1 kind of thing.
Like that. So Xyrak heading to Ganon. Again, he's going to be using the Master Sword. He does have the added benefit of he has the cape. The cape helps out a lot in this fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any pots to refill that magic, so Xyrak's going to have to be really careful with the magic use right in this fight.
Yeah, he's probably going to save it just for phase 2, I would guess.
Hippo's not too far behind. It's Xyrak's race to lose right now.
Yes, but I mean, it's very close. That's 3 spin slashes. That's 4 spin slashes. 5, 6. It looks like he's getting 2 shots here, but that's 6. He needs 12 spin slashes here, right? So it's a lot harder than it's going to be for Hippo. think we're at 7. That's 2 more, it's 9.
Nope, he already got 12.
Oh, he got it. All right, so he's in phase 2. But oh, this is a tough setup.
Yeah, phase 2 of Master Sword is the hardest and most stressful.
Yes, most definitely.
He's not getting like the best setups for.
Yeah, he wants Ganon to go to that top right corner in the worst way.
Yeah, top right isn't bad. Bottom right is probably the worst.
Yeah, which is where he is now. Oh, he's down on 1.5 hearts. He better use that gate.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. It's.
Meanwhile, Hippo going through Aga 2. Oh, this is close, guys.
Yeah, Xyrak's being extra careful now.
Yeah, definitely.
This is where you don't want to be. You don't want to be here, Master Sword Ganon, and wanting to be super careful.
Yeah, we're 1 hit from anything in this fight, and he's gonna be down. He has to save some magic to light the torch. Oh no! He takes a death, and Hippo just defeated Aga. Hippo's in the lead now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Xyrak needs green potion. He needs green magic somewhere.
I think in the Dark World you could hookshot something and then kill it, and then it gives you a full magical grid. But yeah, no, Hippo now in the lead.
Clearly in the lead. Oh, what is Xyrak gonna bomb open the Fat Fairy? I think. Probably. That's probably what he's gonna do.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's going to. Don't know where he's going.
I think he's gonna bonk the tree.
Well, Hippo, he's fighting Ganon.
Yeah, he's gonna bonk this tree.
Yep, that's where the magic is. Alright, he's gonna flip back to 4, try to get back to the pyramid as fast as possible.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to call out anything, but I think you can hookshot an enemy and kill it, and it will drop a full container of magic.
Well, no, that's a stun prize, and that's varied by that's randomized in the game. He's gonna grab a fairy too, but Hippo is about to enter stage 4 of Ganon, and it's pretty easy once you have Tempered Sword Silver Arrows. There's 1 hit. He gets the torch glitch. There's 2. I don't think he'll get a double here, so that's 3. And this should be it. Oh, that was so close! But 1 more lineup hit, and
yeah,
Ganon is down for Hippo. GG.
Yeah, that is it. GG. Hippo taking it from looking like Hippo was way behind. Needed to go to a couple locations to pick these things up, but came back. And it's one of those situations where you don't want to call it a comeback, but it was a comeback.
That just goes to show you the huge difference between the Master Sword and the Tempered Sword in the Ganon fight.
Well, not just that, but I mean, Xyrak had it. It's just that death at Ganon.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's also part of the reason why Tempered is so much faster. You deal with Ganon a lot quicker, and oof, GG to Hippo, but that was rough.
But check this out. Hippo gets to move on. Doesn't have to go through the wild card race, but if you're a fan of Xyrak, he's not out yet. Needs to get through this massive race where 32 racers enter, 6 racers leave. It's definitely going to be it's going to be about as hype as the massive pools were, and Xyrak's still having trouble.
And we have Hippo with us. And we have Xyrak with us. GG's to you two.
Thanks. GG Xyrak.
Oh, wow. That was stressful to watch the end there.
GG.
So, going into the Ganon fight, you guys had, like, going up that Ganon's Tower, you guys had two completely different setups. So, Xyrak had Master Sword, Blue Mail, boots. Hippo had Tempered Sword, Red Mail, no boots. And the difference basically was the Master Sword versus the Tempered Sword. Because Xyrak, unfortunately, could not take care of Master Sword Ganon. Hippo was easily able to take care of Tempered Sword Ganon, and that summed it all up.
Yeah, I'm just exceedingly disappointed in myself more than anything. Between the Meyer Dark Room and what was it, 4 attempts for it?
I think it was 3. I think you died 3 times. So, yeah, the 4th attempt, yeah.
4 attempts, yeah. Which I've never struggled in that room that much in a long time. And
Yeah.
I accidentally fat-fingered, like, trying to switch over to the cape there. I accidentally let go of the sword charge, which was why I got hit. Yeah, so... yeah.
And Hippo, Xyrak, do you really want to find out where the 3rd sword that Hippo found was?
Was it in the Dark Maze of Pod that I also struggled in?
No.
Okay.
Well, you could tell Hippo where the boots were because it was close to there.
Yeah, that's where the boots were.
The boots were in the money room in Pod. The sword upgrade that Hippo found was Gary's lunchbox.
Oh, I was never going for that. so
Yeah,
that's fine.
because Hippo did a lot of more overworld than you did, Xyrak. That's why, like, your go-mode item was the Master Sword.
Yeah.
And Hippo's was the bow.
I assumed the bow was going to be his. Yeah. I don't know if I had a lead or I felt like I had a big lead but yeah.
The lead was pretty evident because Hippo took a long time for him to find Bombos.
Mm.
Like, he dipped into both Pod and Eastern looking for the bow, looking for a way into Meyer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that race, oh man, it's tough when you see, like, when you're falling to Ganon and then you see the dot done from your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of assumed that we were probably on relatively equal footing after the Meyer Dark Rooms. Like, I figured I probably gave 10 minutes back because of that. So maybe not that much, but at least 5. So I was like, in a seed, that's a long time. So I figured we were probably pretty close going into GT, and then my GT was good. Like, I don't think I had any major screw ups in my GT, but yeah, just accidentally letting go of the sword charge when I didn't mean to. I mean, I don't know.
Hippo, you have anything to say?
Wow. That's about it.
Yeah, it was something else to watch.
The initial flood of items, it was fantastic, and then I sat there several times looking at the menu going, what now?
Yeah, the early game you had basically everything opened up to you, and even if it wasn't open up to you, like, you see the cane sitting on the desert ledge, so you're like, okay, I know I don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't figure out what to do with all the stuff I had at that point. I felt a little lost. I was not coherent in a strategy, I guess.
Yeah. Ninnies, you're back. I think.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this race was just really fun to watch. Both of you guys have really good skill and execution, and I mean, at the beginning we were kind of looking at almost a one-sided race. Xyrak was just knocking it out with everywhere he went. Hippo was just kind of like picking up, and it really just came down to the Tempered Sword, and then just like your clean dungeon execution that gave you just about like a minute and a half time loss behind Xyrak. But the true difference was just, the execution at the very end, and the Tempered Sword absolutely helped out in this oddly bottomless seed?
Yeah, there's no bottles, only one fetch quest, no lamp, which I'm gonna guess it's in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, what I would have given for a bottle.
Yeah,
But-
definitely. When you went into going again and fighting all that, yeah, definitely.
I kept grabbing hearts, and I grabbed the red mail intentionally because I said, "Hey, I don't have any safeties here at all."
Yeah, you grabbed the red mail pretty early. Like Xyrak went towards Hookshot Cave, I think, looking for Tempered, but he didn't bother going to pick the red mail up.
And I seriously considered doing it, and I mean, in hindsight, obviously I should have, because I probably wouldn't have died again, and if I had, but
Yeah, you went 3 hearts instead of 6 to Ganon's hugs, and I think was it 2 versus 4 for the fire bats.
I don't think I ever took a hug. I just took
Yeah,
fire
fire
bats.
bats.
Yeah. I'm just I'm not really salty per se. I'm just like more disappointed
Yeah, I
because
can
I
hear
just I know. Yeah.
it's like you're not mad. It's just that you're like sad that it went down like that. And I mean I can feel your pain because I was in a similar situation over in some of my races. So
I mean, it's not so bad to think about it. Like, one of you gets to move on without the big group race, but Xyrak, you have that big group race to worry about. How you feeling on that one?
Not great. There's only 6 of 32 people or so move on, and there are a few extremely good people who are 3-3. So, I mean, I'll give it my best shot, but
the best advice that I could give you is just trust in your routing. You did really good. You only really stumbled in Meyer. Meyer, those 2 deaths that's what gave Hippo a lot of time. So just trust in yourself, and you can absolutely do it. And I'm pretty sure we want to see a rematch of Hippo v Xyrak in the next stages.
Yeah, I hope you make it, Xyrak. Good luck, man.
all right. Thanks, dude.
all right,
GG's.
real quick before we sign off, shout out to Mr. Rocksteady for the Twitch Prime 3 months up. He loves these tournaments, keep them coming. Well, guess what? You have another match coming up in a few minutes. We'll have Triscorp versus Cross Products. Your commentators will be Hai and Epilipticos. Although that might be on Speed Gaming 2 now, it says. So we'll if anything, give us a follow here on Speed Gaming 1, or Speed Gaming, I guess is what it's called, not Speed Gaming 1. We also have Speed Gaming 2, 3, and 4. And if you want the secondary tournament, which just finished off this week, they'll be going to bracket stages starting next week. They're on Randomizer Mania. Randomizer Mania is 2, 3, and 4. So stay tuned. Head on over to Speed Gaming 2 for the next race, which will be starting up pretty soon between Triscorp and Cross Products. And on behalf of myself and my Rambler and my partner Ninnies and our tracker, dude. Was that pretty good?
Oh yeah.
All right, great. We'll be signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful evening and enjoy some more Randomizer on Speed Gaming 3 and 2.